Good morning. It is a dreary, rainy day. But here in California, we actually like rainy days because we're in a drought and we really need the rain. So it's been raining since yesterday. I think it's supposed to stop sometime this afternoon for like a little bit, and then it'll start raining again tomorrow. We need the rain. However, because of the wildfires this summer and the summer before we don't want the rain all at once, because the burn scars, because we've had like no rain, they're just like basically a mudslide waiting to happen. So we want rain. We just want it in smaller increments with a little drying time in between so that it can absorb. But beggars can't be choosers. Like in the rain. Don't like the not sunshine, but it is what it is. Can't have both, Kelly. Can't have both. So, good morning. Not a lot exciting going on today. I'm going to go grocery shopping. Woo-hoo. And then just some major cleaning going on. We are actually going to have guests over Christmas. My brother-in-law, sister-in-law, and nephews are coming up to visit, so which is cool. But we rarely have anybody over to the house. Because we're both introverts and that's the way we like it. But it's not that our house is like gross. It's just there's a lot of clutter. So being that I'm unemployed still. Oh, I got my severance. I'm truly shocked and truly grateful. I really didn't think I was going to get it. And I don't know if I've talked about it here. It was such a weird circumstance when the business closed, and I know I was being shady about it, but it had to be that way because we were hoping we were going to get our severance. Basically, the last year that we worked there, we knew he was going to be closing the business eventually, but we didn't know it could be years down the line. But we were sort of had this carrot dangling over our head that if we stayed, we would get a substantial severance for our loyalty. And I would have stayed anyway because that's just how I do. I hate change. And this is not the first ship I've gone down on, knowing it was going down. That's just the way. It's probably not the best for my financials, but that's just what I do. Anywho, when it all went down and it closed very abruptly, we all just pretty much figured we weren't going to get the severance. I'm still not ready to talk about what happened. I'm sure we can probably talk about it now at this point, but maybe someday I will. I just don't. Out of respect, I'm not going to right now. But anyway, we all just figured we weren't going to get any severance. We weren't even sure we were going to get our final paycheck. Like, that was legit. Yeah. So we finally got our final paycheck right before we went to North Carolina. So that was cool. Money in the bank. And then people were talking about their vacation pay and not getting cashed out on it. And it didn't bother me because I think I only had 2 days left, because I literally I'd taken mostly max my vacation because we had gone to Vegas and then Maine. And so this trip to North Carolina was going to max me out and use sick time. So I think I had 2 days of vacation to put towards it. So I wasn't really concerned about getting my vacation cashed out. So, sorry. I just woke up not that long ago, probably like a half an hour ago. So therefore, still waking up. So anyway, we got vacation cashed out because the person doing all of this is not familiar with the like HR system. She cashed everybody out for 80 hours, which I did not have, but I was not about to complain. So that was a bonus. So we kind of were like, well, okay, we'll consider that my severance. That was, I will stop being bitter about it, because I just got money that I was not earned to me. But yesterday I went to the post office, and I knew it was coming because two of my coworkers had texted me on Friday that they had gotten their severance. And so, my mail is always a day behind. So I went in and I signed for it, and I got my check, and it was very generous. It was a week's worth of pay for every year that I worked there. And technically, I didn't work there for 16 years until next month. So she didn't need to give me an extra year because I didn't officially make it a year, but she did. So I got 16 weeks of pay in that severance check. And I am incredibly grateful and thankful for that. While my husband and I agreed that it was okay for me to take this time off, we were going to, just tighten the belts and whatnot. This makes it a lot easier for me to take my time to find my next job. I'm still looking. It's not out of the question that if I find a job that I absolutely fall in love with tomorrow and I get it, I'm going back to work. But I want to be able to take my time and find a job that I like. I don't want to go into a situation, especially at my age, knowing that this is going to be the job that I do until I retire and I hate it. That just so that I can have a paycheck. So, I mean, that job that I love may not be out there. I may still get a job that I don't necessarily, go gaga over, but at least I have time to find something that I don't completely hate, and I don't have to just jump at the first job that comes at me because I need it. So there's that. So that's some good news today. We're very happy about that. Also, planning another vacation. I'll talk about that later. Because it is almost 9:00, and I said I would get to the store early today so that I will beat the crowds, but it's Tuesday, so I'm so used to doing my grocery shopping on weekends that I forget. But I also have a lot of cleaning to do. Not a lot. I make it sound like I have to just sweep in and do this entire house in 3 days, but the way that I clean, I like to pick and go do something else, and pick a little bit and go do something else, and pick a little bit and go do something else. So cleaning off my vanity over there could take me all day, because that's the way I like to do it. I can do it faster, but that's the way I like to do it. So I'm a lot like a child, aren't I? Okay. Yeah. All right. Now I'm rambling. I'm going to assume someone's walking their dogs down the street. All right. Now that's my sign to go. All right. I'm going to go get cleaned up and go to the grocery store. All right, guys, I am back, worked out, showered, and back in my PJs because unemployed. I didn't film myself cooking my lunch because, well, quite honestly, I had an interaction with a friend and she kind of shined me off and it kind of depressed me because that's just how I am. So whatever. Anyway, this is something that I have been craving quite a bit after my workouts. And it's just egg beaters and spinach and turkey bacon. and a dollop of ketchup. And I've been having this almost every day after my workouts. Go figure, craving protein after working out. But it's really good. Occasionally I'll go crazy and add a real egg to it. So I'll do 2 parts egg beaters and 1 actual egg. But today I added cheese. Yum. So I'm going to eat this, and then I'm going to, I think I might make a soup. I saw Beatrice Caruso do it recently on one of her episodes, and she makes it quite often. It's like a knockoff Olive Garden minestrone soup. And it looked good. It looks easy. So I think I'm going to make that probably in a little bit, because although the sun is starting to peek out now, but a rainy day puts you in the mood for soup, right? So I'm going to finish eating this. I'm trying to get in a better mood, and then we'll see what else happens. So it's the next morning because, of course, I forgot to film an ending to that video. And I also realized I never talked about the vacation that I'm going to be taking. But this video is already 1,000 hours long, so I'm going to skip that for now and talk about it on the next time. In the next video. Anywho's it. I will wrap it up for now. The soup was really good. Super, super filling. Like, all those vegetables, it's for something as low calorie as it is, it's amazingly filling. That will be made again for sure. I also made I want to say 7 or so portions. It was a lot. So I'm going to probably freeze some for those cold, rainy nights when I want soup and I don't want to have to actually sit there and let it all cook together. So, big hit. Liked it. I'm a fan. So, thank you if you have made it through this ginormously long video. I appreciate you. Thanks for tuning in. If you liked any part of it, please like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys next time.